Yeah, here we are. Nety's been ready to run for a while, as you probably know. So I think we asked a lot of questions for him for a 5-year-old to jump fences last year. It's nice to have the owners here to just watching him. That's why eyes aren't on the camera. He's grown, in my opinion, and he's stronger. I've ridden him quite a lot at home. He's quite a hard horse to judge at home because he pulls hard, and it's just the way he is. So, but I think he's well, and I'm looking for a good beginning to the season.
Lots of good luck.
Wow, 207 days, but should like this ground, I thought, number 2.
Certainly won't have a problem with the ground. 2 wins have been on heavy. Last time we saw him in action, he was second in the Go North one-man series final, got beaten by Going Mobile. He was only beaten a neck that day. He'd won a tear previously earlier that season. That was off a mark of 105. He's up £6 here, so he's got course experience and he's still lightly raced and he should improve.
And the thing is, that run over course and distance when he was just beaten a neck was after 53 days off, so fresh is no bar to success or no bar to running well for him, and it's 207 days since we last saw him. Another one that's not been out for a while is Massini.
John Grant.
Yeah, look, I suppose he'll just... Theo's lad is very keen. He's made the run around Musselbrand. He goes down to start last, but I'm just going to line up, and I think with this fella it's all about sort of just finding his rhythm, isn't it? And where he can line up, and I'll just drop my hands and let him find his feet, and from there we'll just jump away and see how we go.
Love the sport now. I just think it's really good Carlisle putting the rest.
Yeah, and a school teacher back in the day, and a close friend of our colleague Gordon Brown as well, who's announcing on the track today, and will present the trophy alongside with John's son. Let's find the winner of this just briefly.
Well, I just think it's a big day for Miss T today. She's had a wind operation. If she could reproduce her win in an Irish Pond when Andy Slattery had her, she looked very good that day. So going to chasing should bring about some improvement. She'll cope with the ground, but it's all about the wind surgery. But it's no easy task. You've got the likes of Nety, who narrowly missed out in the Go North series final here back in the spring. He's only a few pounds higher now. He revels in testing conditions. You've got Massini, man, he's 2 from 3 since he's gone to Sandy Thompson. But it's quite a big drop back in trip for him. He hasn't run since early January when he was running over 3 miles.
The thing is, Miss T's been off for a while. Nety and Carton have been off around 200 days. Massini has been off nearly 300. It's whoever's fittest today, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a Dan Skelton runner going up to Carlisle, she's not going to come here unfit. It's all about the wind surgery. Carton, Donald McCain's runner, he's another dropping back in trip. He's won twice over fences, both around Muscle, but a different track here.
And Donald's left this one in but taken all these others out, so that augurs well for this one running well. Nety is interesting, will certainly love the ground, there's no doubts about that. Carton hadn't really progressed as much as some might have hoped, and Miss T lightly raced open to improvement, and as Mark said, if that wind operation has worked, Miss T would be the one to beat, and it might well have been the one. The Puddin' Fiver would have been going on if John were with us today. I'm sure he's with us in his own way, looking down as the flag is raised for the 4:45.
And making their way around the open ditch at the entrance to the straight, and coming forward towards the starting tape. And they're off. They race away. Our 7th race, the John Budden Memorial Handicap Chase. The Navigator is the last one to begin. Carton off towards the left with the yellow cap, and Nety in White and red colours from Miss T, 2 lengths behind him in blue and yellow are the leading trio as they come to fence number 1. 1 Mill Harbour, extreme right purple sleeves, nodded a little bit on landing. On the way to 2, Messini Man, green and white jacket and red cap, won the best turned out award, holds 4th position at the moment as they jump over this second fence. And then Fed Champetre off to the running rail in pink and black colours off towards the right. Both of the greys actually. 1 Mill Harbour, purple sleeves, well ahead there of the Navigator in red colours, who is preceded by Dr. Sanderson in green and yellow, and Lincoln Burrows in dark blue, white and red. And then we get to the Navigator, who is some way detached from the others in the early stages. So the winning post first time, 1 circuit to go in the second running of the John Budden Memorial Chase. And Carton against the running well, being joined now by the favourite, Miss T, in the blue and yellow colours, and they match strides as they make this run now to the far side of the course on towards fences 4 and 5. Nety, white and red colours, 2 lengths off the leader, is holding 3rd position, and then comes Fed Champetre towards the rails in pink, just ahead of Messini Man, 2 lengths to Dr. Sanderson, who's now level with 1 Mill Harbour as they're on this downhill run. Be about 5 lengths off those to Lincoln Burrows, with the Navigator closing down on him and not quite as far behind at the rear as he was. Carton and Theo Gillard and Miss T, Harry Skelton, blue and yellow, the leading pair. Nety, Stephen Mulqueen in white and red behind those. Messini Man, then Ryan Mania, green and white jacket, a red cap, with Craig Nicol on Fed Champetre against the rail in pink and black as they jump over 4. Wider of those, purple sleeve jacket there for Charlotte Jones on 1 Mill Harbour as they come quickly towards number 5. Behind those, Dr. Sanderson, Richie McLennan, Lincoln Burrows, Henry Brook horses made a very bad mistake at 4 and might well be being pulled up. He has. That's 9. Lincoln Burrows has been pulled up, leaving the Navigator in the grey horse, who's refused. Number 8, the Navigator, refuses there at that playing fence. They're coming to the first of the open ditches here, number 7. Carton with the advantage to Miss T in second. Dr. Sanderson is well out of touch. He'll be almost a fence behind the others now. Nety, as they come to 5 from the finish in white and red, has jumped through into second place ahead of Carton. In behind those is Messini Man. Behind Messini Man, getting on terms now, is 1 Mill Harbour. Fed Champetre is the pink and black jacket in 5th, 6th position at the moment as they come towards the final one of the open ditches. Dr. Sanderson, I think, will be pulled up soon, certainly well out of contention. So it is Miss T in the blue and yellow, Nety in the red and white. Nety maybe just in front at the final one of the ditches. That was 4 out, approaching 3 out. Messini Man has moved through with 1 Mill Harbour. Carton has weakened rapidly. Fed Champetre has taken 5th position as they jump the 3rd last fence and begin the run then to the closing stages. On the left is Miss T, on the right in the red cap is Nety, and Nety now beginning to surge clear as they come down to the second last. From Miss T in second, Messini Man in third, 1 Mill Harbour running on. Going to be challenging for second place in a moment. Fed Champetre behind those. Nety in front, 1 Mill Harbour still closing though. On the right with the purple sleeves has moved through into second place. Messini Man behind that in third, a furlong to go. Nety out in front. But 1 Mill Harbour is still closing and has moved through to lead. Charlotte Jones on 1 Mill Harbour begin to go clear to Nety, and it is 1 Mill Harbour who wins the John Budden Memorial. Nety in second, Messini Man in third place, and then Miss T in fourth to Fed Champetre in 5th and last position.
Well, we had a winner earlier on the card, first run for John Joe O'Neill. 1 Mill Harbour's done exactly the same. The grey cruised into it late on under Charlotte Jones for Darren Naylor and Jimmy Moffat, the trainer. 1 Mill Harbour, first run for the stable, and wins it well from Nety, who would have traded short in the run, having taken it up from Miss T, who had the wind operation, but it might not have been a complete success yet. And Messini Man finishes in third.
Yeah, the irony there of 1 Mill Harbour ex Lucinda Russell beating Nety. First run for Jimmy Moffat, as you mentioned. Horse who's hasn't had too many tries over fences. That's only his 3rd start. He's picked up Nety. Probably Miss T, Nety. They've got racing a good way out, and they paid for it late on.
Yeah, had won previously for Lucinda, but well beaten on the last run for that stable. first run for Moffat today and beats his erstwhile stablemate Nety well. So 1 Will Harvey for Jimmy Moffat, Nety well for Lucinda Russell. It's just not been the Penrith trainer, the Kinross trainer's day. My senior man deserves a mention. What do you think to Miss T? Do you think it was the wind up that hasn't worked? Ran well for a long way. It's asking a lot on this ground, on this hill.
Yeah, possibly just a combination of
Layoff.
She got a positive. I don't think necessarily the layoff. I think she got a positive ride. Her and Nety well ended up racing a good way out. They've had a good set too, and she's paid for it really from the third last onwards.
And what do you think to the profile of this horse then? They picked him up at